Okay. So last class we have seen the introduction to our first unit, where we have seen what are all the topics we are going to learn in the first unit, right? Under which we have seen the properties of fluids, units of the different properties of the fluids, and next the properties of fluids, under which we have seen mass density, specific weight, specific volume. Okay. So we have seen the different elements which are used in engineering and branches of mechanical engineering we have seen, and these are all the things which we have learned in the last class. So what is fluid? Types of fluids we have seen, mechanics and types of mechanics we have seen. Next, we have seen what is the definition of fluid mechanics, and it is classification of fluid mechanics, that is fluid statics, fluid kinematics, and fluid dynamics. So fluid static we already said as it is a fluid study of fluid which is at a rest position. Fluid kinematics, study of fluid which is in motion by not considering the pressure forces. We are not considering the pressure forces on that, right? The study of fluid in motion where pressure forces are not considered. Next, we have seen fluid dynamics. This is also study of fluid where pressure forces will be considered on the fluids. Next, we have seen the different application of this fluid mechanics. These are the 5 applications which I have seen in the last class. Okay, just see once this where it is used: weather forecasting, aerospace and automobile industries, turbo machines and hydraulics, fluids as coolants in engines and manufacturing. Next, in biomedical application also we are using the study of fluid mechanics. Okay, so these are all the properties which I've seen in the last class, that is density or mass density, where we have find the units of this, that is kg per meter cube. Density is equals to mass by volume, kg per meter cube. Next, we have seen the specific weight. Specific weight is a ratio of weight of the fluid to the volume of the fluid. So directly from this, weight of the fluid is in Newton, volume of the fluid is in meter cube. So units of specific weight is Newton per meter cube, and it is also written as rho g also, W by V or rho g. Since W equal to mg, so you get m by v. Mass by volume is again density denoted by rho. So therefore the units is Newton per meter cube, and small w can be written as W by capital V or rho g. Depends on the problems where the given data is there, depends on the use of these two, W by V or rho g. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. So after that, we have seen the specific volume, which is a ratio of volume of fluid to the mass of the fluid, denoted by small v. Specific volume denoted by small v, which is ratio of capital V by m, nothing but reverse of density, inverse of density, 1 by rho. Mass by volume is density, so V by m is 1 by rho, and the units are meter cube per kg. Next, specific gravity we have seen, where it is a ratio depending upon the fluids which are taking. Suppose it is a liquid, we'll take the standard fluid as water here. If you are taking gaseous fluids, then we'll take the standard as air here. Depends upon the given fluid. So specific gravity is a ratio of density of the density of the given fluid to the density of the standard fluid, or you can take in terms of specific weight also. Both are correct. Mostly we use this only, density. Specific gravity S equal to weight density or density of the given fluid. Nothing but which fluid is given in the problem, that we have to take the density to the density of the standard fluid. That is what, if it is liquid fluid which is given in the problem, we'll take water as the standard fluid. If gaseous fluid is given to us, we'll take air as the standard fluid. Next, these are all the units, and we have to remember density of water is kg per meter cube. Density of mercury is 13,600 kg per meter cube. Right, and we have solved this problem also in the last class. Right, after that we have seen the properties of the fluids like viscosity. We have seen, so up to viscosity I think we have completed in the last class. Kinematic viscosity we have not done. Okay, so viscosity is a property of fluid which offers resistance to the movement of one layer of fluid over another adjacent layer of the fluid. Right. So this is a diagram we have seen where for different layers, what will be the velocity along the direction of this y? Nothing but the distance area. For y direction, the distances we will consider for the different layers, and this is the initial velocity for the one layer u, and this is the next layer which are taking at a distance of d by. So the distance is velocity is u plus du. So this profile which are seen here is called as velocity profile or velocity gradient. du by dy, velocity gradient or velocity profile, right? Rate of shear stress, shear strain. So shear stress tau should be directly proportional to change in this shear du by dy. So therefore, tau equal to, we are removing this proportionality constant, we get a constant of dynamic viscosity here, that is mu, coefficient of dynamic viscosity mu equal to du by dy. So from this, mu equal to tau by du by dy. So this is the equation which we need to find the viscosities for different fluid. Okay, so this is the other definition, defined as the shear stress required to produce unit rate of shear strain. So viscosity mu equal to tau by du by dy. Right, these are the units for the viscosity, that is Newton second per meter square. I said how to do that. So here tau is Newton per meter square, du is velocity meters per second, dy is the distance to meters. So if you solve these all three terms units, you will get the unit as Newton second meter square. So other unit for this Newton second per meter square in CGS system is poise. So 1 poise equal to 1 by 10th of Newton seconds per meter square. Okay, we need to remember these two. Unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square, and in problems we will give in terms of poise. So 1 poise equal to 1 by 10th of Newton second per meter square. Suppose it is asking to find in poise, what you'll get? You'll get 1 Newton second per meter square equal to 10 times of poise. This 10 will go this side. So 1 Newton second meter square equal to 10 poise. Okay, any one relation you remember. 1 poise equal to 1 by 10th of Newton second per meter square. And one more thing, you will give in terms of centipoise. Here instead of poise, you'll give centipoise like this. So 1 centipoise equal to 1 by 100th of poise. Suppose he's giving in the problem, it is 2 centipoise. What you'll get? You'll get 2 by 100th of poise. Again, 1 poise is equal to 1 by 10th of Newton second per meter square. So you have to solve it that way. Okay. So this is about your viscosity, and I think we have solved one problem on this. Yes. Yes or no? Did you solve any problem in this? No.
No, sir.
Right. Okay. Today we'll solve it. Next, after that, we have kinematic viscosity. So it is nothing but it is defined as the ratio between dynamic viscosity to the density of the fluid. It is denoted by this symbol mu, eta. Sorry, mu. So viscosity by dynamic density of the fluid. So mu by density. So already we know the units for viscosity, Newton second per meter square, divided by what is the unit for density? Kg per meter cube. So if you solve that, we get the final unit as meter square per second. So this is the unit for your kinematic viscosity, meter square per second. And one more unit in CGS system is Stoke, not stroke. Remember, STOK is Stoke. So 1 Stoke equal to this one, 10 power minus 4 or 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. Remember, in any one form, either 10 power minus 4 or 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. 1 Stoke equal to 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. So similarly, we'll give in problems as centistokes. So 1 centistoke equal to 1 by 100th of stoke. After writing this stoke again you have to convert in terms of meter square per second. So what you'll get 1 by 100 into 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. That is a conversion of centistoke to meter square per second. Any doubt here? Hello, students?
Yes,
are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yes,
So
sir.
please write down these units in your books. Don't just see the slides. Just write the notes. I think by the running notes you can write. Later you cannot remember anything. Please write down the units for this both viscosity and kinematic viscosity as well as the previous problems when I'm solving here, when I'm showing here. Please note it down. Don't just see the slides. In randomly, I will ask someone to show the notes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I'll check the students who are seeing the videos and I'll ask someone to show their notes here. You have to show, otherwise you have to write assignment. Okay, na? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Why no sound?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay. Any doubt in this viscosity and viscosity and kinematic viscosity?
No, sir.
No, right. Shall we start the problems? Okay. So take this first problem. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please copy this first question. We are going to write in the notes not just seeing the slides, right? So what is the problem given? A plate 0.025 mm distance from a fixed plate moves at 60 centimeter per second and requires a force of 2 Newton per unit. Right? 2 Newton per unit area, that is same thing here, 2 Newton unit per area. Again, he said it is written as 2 Newton per meter square. To maintain this speed, okay, so determine the fluid viscosity between these two plates. So see the figure here. So these are the plates here. In between there is some fluid. Which fluid it inside here? He said just a fluid, right? So the down plate here, are you able to see this cursor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, see the cursor where I'm showing. So the down plate is fixed. Above that there is one more plate which is moving with some velocity. Here it is given 60 centimeter per second. So this top plate is moving with some velocity, that is u equal to 60 centimeter per second, and the gap maintained between the plates is dy. That is the first thing which is given. A plate 0.025 mm distance apart. So this is dy in mm is given here. Right? Please copy the question. If you are finished with writing the question, please tell me. I'll tell the solution for that. Okay, up to question only you write down. Please don't write anything regarding that question, and the drawing you can take. This one.
Great, sir.
Right. Immediately tell me after writing the question.
Completed, sir.
Yes, right. So after writing the question, please take this drawing also. And now you see what are the given data from the question you check. Don't see down here. So what he said, 2.025 mm is the distance between two plates. So the gap between these two plates is dy. We have to consider as dy. So dy is given, that is 0.025 mm. So this mm you have to convert in terms of meters. So 1 meter equal to how much mm? 1 meter equal to 1000 mm. So here you have to write here conversion, that is 0.025 into 10 power minus 3 mm. Sorry, meters. Mm to meter. If it is meter to mm, you will get 10 power 3 here. From mm to meter, what you will get? 10 power minus 3 you will get, reverse. Nothing but 1 by 10 power 3. So 10 power minus 3 meter. After that, next thing what he gave is the plate is moving with the velocity of 60 centimeter per second. So here velocity we are denoting by u. So small u equal to 60 centimeter per second. So again we have to convert this centimeter per second in terms of meters per second. So already second to second no conversions. So only centimeter to meter we have to convert. So 1 centimeter equal to 10 power minus 2 meter, or we know already 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So we need centimeter to meter. So centimeter equal to 10 power minus 2 meter. So what happens? U equal to 60 by 100 meter per second. Is it okay? Okay. So U equal to 0.6. First we will get these two conversions. After that, what is telling? A force of 2 Newton per area. What is this actually? 2 Newton. Only force means you will get 2 Newton. Force per area means what? What is force per area?
Stress.
Stress, right? So the stress is given here. Nothing but tau value is given. Shear stress. What will be formed here? Shear stress in between these two layers. The shear stress tau is 2 Newton per meter square. So next we have to write the given data. Force per area on the upper plate, tau equal to 2 Newton per meter square. Okay. So after that, what he asked us to find, determine the viscosity between the plates. So what is the formula for viscosity? Mu equal to tau by du by dy. So already dy is given, we need du. So here the initial velocity is 60, and the final velocity, if it comes to that, it is 0. Okay, so du is equals to initial velocity u minus final velocity 0. So it is equals to d. Already we have u value 0.60 or 0.6 meters per second minus 0, which is again 0.6 meters per second. Dy already given to us, right? So therefore, in this problem, the dynamic viscosity of the fluid tau equal to mu into du by dy. So already tau value is given 2 Newton per meter square here. So substitute the values of the known things here. So 2 equal to mu into du value is 0.6, dy is 0.025 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, please copy up to here. Given data, write down first. Okay, this copy in the notes. Okay, next, write this. The dynamic viscosity of the fluid tau equal to mu into du by dy. Take your calculus and please calculate this value. What is the value of mu?
8.33 into 10 to the power of minus 5.
8.33
into 10 to the power of minus 5.
So mu equal to 8.33 into 10 power minus 5. And remember one thing, here all the units which are kept in Newton, meter and seconds only. So final unit what you'll get is Newton second per meter square. Suppose in problem is asking here, determine the fluid viscosity between the plates in poise. So what we need to know? We need to know one relation. What is 1 poise equal to? 1 poise equal to
1 by 10.
1 by 10 Newton second per meter square. So that we have to use here. So see here. Actually, we know 1 poise equal to 1 by 10. But what we need to do? We need to convert Newton second per meter square into poise. So 1 Newton second per meter square equal to 10 poise. So what you'll get? You'll get finally mu in terms of poise. That is here into 10 you'll get. So 1 will be reduced here into 10. Okay, so the final answer, we have to give this both. Mu equal to 8.33 into 10 power minus 5 Newton second per meter square, or in terms of poise, if you do this Newton second per meter square equal to 10 poise. 1 Newton second per meter square equal to 10 poise. So finally, you will get mu equal to 8.33 into 10 power minus 4 poise. Okay, now I am going to ask one student to show their notes. Who is this? Jayant? Jayant?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes. Can you show your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One second.
Hmm. What happened? Are you able to show or not?
Yes, sir. Showing, sir. Sir, it's visible, sir.
To whom it is visible? I am unable to see.
It is visible, sir.
Yes, sir. He is showing, sir.
I think I am unable to see. Okay then, right. I'll check it later. Okay, please students, you have to write because we don't have any other option here to solve these problems. So better to write the notes when I'm showing the problem. Okay, later I will find something else to solve the problems in front of you. At present, I have only this option to show you. Okay, please kindly write the notes because later it will be problem for you. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can we go for the next problem? Or you need time to
Yes,
copy
sir.
this? Other students, I'm hearing only two voices.
Sir.
Shall I go for the
Sir.
next problem?
Yes, sir. Next problem, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, so next problem I'm showing here. Write down the question first. Is it visible to you? Shall I increase the size?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Take the next problem. So remember one thing, dynamic viscosity or just viscosity, both are same. But kinematic viscosity is the ratio of viscosity to the density. Nothing but dynamic viscosity to the density of the fluid. Right? Take this problem now. Next one. Calculate the dynamic viscosity of an oil which is used for lubrication between a square plate of size 0.8 meter into 0.8 meter. Nothing but 0.8 meter by 0.8 meters. What is this? This is size of the plate. Nothing but length
Area.
into breadth. Area. To find the area, he has given this. Since he said a square plate, it is 0.8 meter into 0.8 meter. Suppose a rectangular plate, if he is giving, he will use the one as less or one as more. So nothing but area of the plate. Next. And an inclined plane with an angle of inclination 30 degrees. The weight of square plate, sorry, 2 times plate is there. Square plate is 300 Newton and it slides down the inclined plane with a uniform velocity of 0.3 meters per second. The thickness of oil film is 1.5 mm. Right? Please copy the question. Finish? Have you copied the question? Have you copied the question?
No, sir. Wait, sir.
Right.
Completed, sir.
Completed? Right. So whenever a problem is given, we need to draw the figure for that. Sometimes he will give in the problem, sometimes he won't give. Mostly he will give, rarely he won't give. At that time, he will describe about that more. Some sentences will be given for that, more sentences, how to draw that. Okay. So here he has given in the problem, that is this one. Right. So check the figure here. This is given to us in the problem. So what is telling, instead of the movement of plate in the horizontal direction, it is moving on an inclined plane. This is the plane. So this is 30 degrees inclined plane. Okay. So first point, what he said, a square plate of size 0.8 meter by 8 meter is on an inclined plane with an angle of 30 degrees. So this is the inclined plane 30 degrees on which a plate is moving with some velocity. He said initial uniform velocity is 0.3 meters per second. The thickness of the oil film, nothing but in between this inclined plane and this plate, there is a gap. In this gap, what is there? An oil is there. So oil is having a gap here. The thickness of oil is 0.5 mm. So what is this 0.5 mm? It is denoted by what letters? Always the gap is denoted by
dy, sir.
dy. Very good. So dy is given to us, that is dy equal to 1.5 mm. Okay. Next, the weight of the square plate is given, capital W equal to 300 newtons. Everybody know the weight is always acted vertically downward. So weight is 300 Newton. Initial velocity of the plate is 0.3 meters per second. And now what we need? We need the shear stress. So what is this force acting along this direction? We have to calculate. Along the direction of this plate, what is the force? So we have to resolve this W component in this direction. So what is the angle here? Angle between this weight and
30
this
degrees.
plate.
60.
60 degrees.
60.
You can see here. So this angle is equal to this angle because these two are parallel. So angle between these two is 60. Suppose if you extend this vertically down, the angle here is 90. So total angle will be in a triangle is 180. So 90 plus 30 is gone here. Remaining will be 60. Understood? I will get 60 here. So 60 here. So the velocity component, sorry, the weight component, we have to resolve this direction. Okay. So what you'll get? You'll get 300 cos 60 in this direction. In this. So 300 towards the plate. So the angle will be cos. So cos 60. Right. Draw the figure. Please take this figure also. After that, write down the given data. So what is given to us? First, they are given the area of the plate. So area of the plate A equal to 0.8 into 0.8 meter. So that is 0.64 meter square. Next, the angle for this inclined plane is given. Theta equal to 30 degrees. Weight of the plate W equal to 300 Newton. So these are the things which is given. Anything else is given? Yes. Initial velocity is given. So U equal to 0.3 meters per second. And one more thing which is given is dy. So dy equal to 1.5 mm. Okay. So you write down here given data. Given data A equal to 0.8 into 0.8. That is 0.64 meter square. Up to W write down. Next U is given 0.3 meters per second. And final U we can take as 0. So du becomes U1 minus U2 or initial minus final 0.3 only you will get again du equal to. And dy is given in terms of mm. So convert this in terms of meter. So what you'll get here into 1.5 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Write down that. dy equal to 1.5 into 10 power minus 3 in meters. Remaining things are in meters only. See here. U, area, all are in units, meters. Right. After that, we need to find the shear force along the plate on the surface of the plate. Okay. So F equal to nothing but this force acting in this direction. First, we need to find force. So force acting along the plate, F equal to W cos 60 degrees. W cos 60 degrees in this direction. So force we are getting as F equal to 150 Newton. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Write down here. 300 into 1 by 2. That is equal to 150 Newton. F equal to W cos 60. W value is given 300. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 300 into 1 by 2 is 150 Newton. After finding the force along the plate, now we have to find the shear stress. So shear stress equal to tau. Shear stress equal to force per area. So force we got already 150. Area already we have found it here 0.64. So force per area equal to 150 by 0.64. Find the value of tau here.
234.3.
Right. Please write down the value tau there. Next, after that, what we need to find here, he asked us to find the viscosity or dynamic viscosity. So directly, the dynamic viscosity of oil, right down here, the dynamic viscosity of oil, mu equal to tau by du by dy. Formula already you know how to do. Mu equal to tau by du by dy. So already we have tau value. So what we need to find? We need to find mu. Just to solve this using the known values given data. So tau equal to, sorry, mu equal to, you will get 1.17 Newton second per meter square. (1.17 Newton second per meter square). Okay, I want this now in poise. So what will be the value for poise here? So we have to convert this Newton second meter square in terms of poise. So 1 Newton second per meter square equal to how many poise?
One by 10.
Remember, you are telling wrongly. 1 poise equal to 1 by 10 of Newton second per meter square. But we are converting Newton second per meter square into poise. So 1 Newton second per meter square equal to dash poise.
10.
Huh? Loudly.
10, sir.
10 poise. Very good. So reversely you have to do here because we are converting Newton second meter square to poise. If it is poise to this, you'll get 1 by 10 of Newton second per meter square. So 1 Newton second per meter square equal to 10 poise. So what do you get? 1.17 into 10 poise. That is 11.7 poise. So mu equal to 11.7 poise. Okay, just copy it. Is it visible if I keep like this? Or shall I increase?
Little bit increase, sir.
Increase, okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Right. Okay. Little bit fastly you write down. If you have any doubts up to these two problems, please ask now. Anybody? If you have doubts, please ask. No doubts? Okay. Copy it fastly. If you are finished, please tell. We'll go for the next problem.
Answer.
Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. Next problem. This problem you have to solve. Very simple problem. Okay. Write down the question here. Third one. Determine the viscosity of a liquid having, what is this? Kinematic viscosity is given. Having kinematic viscosity 6 Stokes. In terms of Stokes is given. First we need to know what is unit of kinematic viscosity. Anybody? Unit of kinematic viscosity?
Meter square per second.
Meter square per second. Okay. So we have to convert this in terms of meter square per second first. So what is 1 Stoke equal to? 1 Stoke equal to 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. Remember that 1 Stoke equal to 1 by 10,000 or 1 into 10 power minus 4 meter square per second. Remember in terms of thousands it will be easy. So 1 Stoke equal to 1 by 10,000 meter square per second. So 6 Stokes equal to 6 by 10,000 meter square per second. That we need to know here. Conversions first. And specific gravity of the fluid is given. So what is asking to find? Is asking to find the dynamic viscosity. Okay. So first write down the given data. Okay. So given, what is this? Kinematic viscosity mu equal to 6 Stokes, which we have to write in terms of meter square per second. So 1 Stoke, I already said, that is 10 power minus 4 meter square per second. So 6 Stokes equal to 6 into 10 power minus 4 meter square per second, or 6 by 10,000, your wish. Anyway, you can write. Then density, we have to find before that. So specific gravity is given. Specific gravity is 1.9. So what is given here? It is a liquid. Okay, so we need to know the density of the standard liquid. What is the density of standard liquid? Which one will take as density of standard liquid?
Water. 1,000.
Water. So standard liquid density is 1000. So the density of liquid equal to rho, that is 1000 into 1.9, because specific gravity equal to density of this liquid by density of standard liquid. Please write down here S equal to 1.9, which is equal to density of liquid by density of water. Density of liquid by density of water. So from that, we have to find density of liquid. So density of liquid equal to, density of liquid equal to S into density of water. Directly I wrote here, please write down in your notes that density of liquid equal to density of water into specific gravity. That is 1000 into 1.9, 1900 kg per meter cube. Density of liquid rho equal to 1000 into 1.9, 1900 kg per meter cube. Next, we have to find just viscosity. Already kinematic viscosity we have. Now we got the density also. So what we know that the kinematic viscosity, don't write this. We know that you have to write. Don't write this WKT. We know that kinematic viscosity mu equal to mu by density. So from this we need to find mu here. So mu equal to kinematic viscosity into density. So kinematic viscosity already we have 6 into 10 power minus 4 into 1900. Okay, solve it. You will get the answer. Tell the answer. So mu equal to, tell me what?
1.1.
0.14.
1.14.
sir.
What will the units?
Newton second per meter square.
Right. So 1.14 Newton second per meter square. This will be the answer in terms of Newton second per meter square. I want in poise.
0.4, sir.
11.4.
What you have to do? You have to multiply this by 10 because 1 Newton per second square equal to sorry, 1 poise equal to 1 by 10th of Newton second per meter square. So 1 Newton second meter square equal to 10 times of poise. So you get 11.4 poise. Okay. Any doubt in this problem? Because this type of problems will be for 2 marks. If you have any doubt, please ask now only. Okay, now I am going to ask the units for all the properties which you have learned up to now to some students. They have to answer. Is it okay? Whether you have finished the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you copied this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. We have one more problem. Before that, I will ask some students. They have to answer it. Okay, who is Pradeep? Roll number 305, Pradeep. Unmute yourself. If you are not answering,
Yes, sir.
I will put as absent. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Pradeep.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the unit of kinematic viscosity? Don't see the book. If you know, you tell. Otherwise, you tell, I don't know, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kinematic viscosity unit.
Meter square per second, sir.
Meter square per second. Have you seen the notes or you are telling without seeing?
Without seeing, sir.
Without seeing, huh? Really? Yes.
No, sir.
Because you have to, if you don't know, you tell, don't know. I won't scold or I won't give any assignments to you. Just tell. If you don't know, you just learn. That's all. Okay, next. You can unmute yourself, Pradeep. Anil Kumar, 374. Yes. What is 1 poise in terms of Newton second per meter square? 1 poise equal to how much? 1 poise equal to 1 by
10.
1 by 10 Newton second per meter square. Right. Very good. Next. 319. 18H5 319. 18H5319. Is not here.
No.
That's all. Absent for you.
Hello.
Is here. 18H5319. Are you here in the class? No. Okay. Next number I'll
No.
call 373. Pranay. Pranay 373.
Sir,
What is 1 centipoise?
1 centipoise 1/10 stroke, sir.
Huh? Poise stroke.
Yeah,
English
understood.
is there.
Sir,
1 centipoise in terms of poise. How will you getting stroke?
in poise,
How much? 1 centipoise equal to? Centi means what, man? What is centi means? Centi means century, 100. So 1 centipoise equal
1
to
by 100.
1 by 100
1
of
by 100.
poise.
Poise.
Okay. Concentrate on this subject. Okay. Next number. 376. 19H5 376.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is 1 stoke? Come on. 1 stoke equal to how much? 1 stoke equal to
10 power minus 4 meters.
loudly, little bit loudly. 1 stoke equal to.
1 stroke is equals to 10 power minus 4 meters square per second. Sir.
Okay, very good. Next number 19H5 381. 19H5 381.
Sir.
Okay, I'm giving you 1 meter square per second equal to dash stroke. 1 meter square per second in terms of stroke.
10 to the power 4.
10 to the power of
4, sir.
4. Very good, right? Okay, I think others
Yes.
you have heard that. So I'm going for the next problem. Is it okay? Okay,
Yes,
most
sir.
of the students are concentrating. I'm billing you all, so I'm going for the next problem. Yes? Can I go for the next
Yes, sir.
problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Today's last problem will be this one, right? Please copy the question. So I'm reading it once. So here he gave in terms of distribution, nothing but an equation will be given for us for the finding velocities. The velocity distribution for flow over a flat plate is given by u equal to 3 by 4 y minus y square. So he is giving a relation, nothing but we have to find the velocities at different positions of y, because he will give in the problem where you have to find this u value at what position. Okay, so the velocity distribution for flow over a flat plate is given by u equal to 3 by 4 y minus y square, in which u is the velocity in meters per second at a distance of y meters. So y denotes distance from the plate above the surface. I think you have seen here what I showed. Here, this y denotes distance from the plate along the direction here, vertically up. Okay, remember this. Above the plate. Determine the, what is asking here, determine the shear stress at y equal to 0.15 meter. Take mu equal to 8.6 poise. See here, in problem he gave in terms of poise. So that's why the conversion of limits is very important. You have to remember 1 poise equal to how much in terms of Newton second per meter square, or you have to remember 1 Newton second per meter square equal to how much poise. It's very important. Okay, please copy the question. Finished? Have you copied the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. So first write down the given data, what he gave to us. So he has given this equation, that is u equal to 3 by 4 y minus y square. But in problem, what you need? We need du by dy. So differentiate this with respect to y. So du by dy equal to what you'll get? 3 by 4 of y, nothing but with respect to y you have to do. So this becomes 1. 3 by 4 minus y square 2y. This becomes 2y. So du by dy equal to 3 by 4 minus 2y. I think you all know this. Du by dy with respect to y, if you do, we'll get this y as 1, y square becomes 2y. So du by dy equal to 3 by 4 minus uy, 2y. And what he gave here in terms of poise is given mu value. So mu becomes, what do you know, 1 poise equal to 1 by 10th of Newton second per meter square. So it becomes 8.6 by 10 Newton second per meter square. This conversion is must. And next thing what he said, you need to find the velocity at which distance, y distance. So y equal to how much? 0.15 meter. So now you have to take y equal to 0.15. So at y equal to 0.15, du by dy, you have to find du by dy value equal to 3 by 4 minus 2 into this value, 0.15. I wrote here directly to write here 2 into 0.15. That is, next point you will get equal to 3 by 4 minus 0.3. Okay, that becomes 0.45. Any doubt here? Up to this point, any doubt is there? Yes or no?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
No, right. So what we got? We got du by dy value, that is 0.45. Okay. And what he asked us to find? He asked us to find the shear stress. And he gave viscosity. So use viscosity formula to find the shear stress. We already know mu equal to tau by du by dy. But we need to find tau here. Nothing but shear stress we have to find. So tau equal to mu into du by dy. Tau equal to mu into du by dy. So mu value already we found out, that is this one. 8.6 by 10 becomes 0.86 into du by dy value already we found out, that is 0.45. So 0.86 into 0.45. Multiply these two, will get your shear stress value. So shear stress equal to 0.387 Newton per meter square. Stress is units is Newton per meter square. Okay, just copy it. If you have finished, please inform me.
Completed, sir. Done, sir.
Done. Okay, I'll wait for 1 more minute. Okay, just hold on a minute. So we have seen the 4 problems today. These are the problems which are done in viscosity problems. Okay. Next. Okay. Please remember this, very important. One poise is 1 by 10 Newton second per meter square. If you want Newton second per meter square in terms of poise, this 10 will go here. So 1 into 10 becomes 10 poise. Okay. Similarly, this one also you have to remember. 1 centipoise is 1 by 100th of poise. Kinematic viscosity units are meter square per second. So 1 stoke equal to 1 by 10,000, or remember 10 power minus 4 meter square per second. So if you want 1 meter square per second, this 10,000, nothing but 1 by 10,000 will go here. So 1 meter square per second equal to 10,000 stoke. 1 meter square per second equal to 10,000 stoke. Next, centi-stoke equal to 1 by 100th of stoke. Okay. So next we have this Newton's law of viscosity. Okay. It states that the shear stress tau on a fluid element layer is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. Okay. Remember, Newton's law of viscosity states that shear stress on a fluid element layer is directly proportional to shear strain. Okay, that is shear strain here denoted by du by dy. So therefore, shear stress tau equal to or directly proportional to. Before this, we'll have directly proportional to du by dy. Then we will remove the directionality proportionality constant to get mu value. That is our viscosity. Already we have done this. Shear stress tau equal to mu into du by dy. So where mu is the viscosity. Okay, please, this is very important 2 marks question. Newton's law of viscosity. It states that the shear stress on a fluid element layer is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. Nothing but tau is directly proportional to du by dy. Rate of shear strain is called du by dy. Okay, please write down that roughly. It states that shear stress on a fluid element layer is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. Okay, next. So what happens to the viscosity when we are increasing or decreasing the temperature? Nothing but the variations of viscosity with the temperature. Variation of viscosity with temperature. Next we are going to see. Right? So temperature affects the viscosity. So if it is a liquid, the viscosity of the liquid decreases with increase in temperature. As you increase the temperature, the viscosity of the liquid gets decreased for liquids. For liquids, viscosity decreases with increasing temperature. Suppose if you are increasing the temperature for the gas, what happens? The viscosity of gas increases with increase of temperature. Okay, for liquids, viscosity decreases with increase in temperature. For gases, the viscosity increases with increase in temperature. Okay, reason is here. Why? The viscous forces in the fluid are due to cohesive forces and molecular momentum transfer. Right? So for liquids, it will be different, and for gaseous, the movement will be different. So that's why for liquids, what happens? The viscosity will be decreased as the temperature is increased. For gases, the viscosity will be increased if we increase the temperature. Okay. For liquids, what you can see, for liquid, the cohesive forces predominates the molecular momentum transfer due to closely packed molecules, and with the increase in temperature, the cohesive forces decrease with the result of decreasing viscosities. Okay, this is for liquids. Suppose if it is a gaseous fluids, what happens? The cohesive forces are small, very small cohesive forces will be there, and molecular momentum transfer will be predominant. So with the increase in temperature, molecular momentum transfer increases, and hence viscosity increases. Just hold on. Any doubt up to here? Why the viscosity is increasing for gaseous and it is decreasing for liquids when we increase the temperatures? Okay, so for today I'm stopping the class. So what we have seen 4 problems on viscosities, that is kinematic viscosity and dynamic viscosity, and then we are seeing the variation of viscosity with temperature for liquids and gases. Okay, just Okay. Any doubt up to now? Students, do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Regarding the problems which you solved today?
No, sir.
No, right.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Nothing.